Hello, my name is Andrei Zavyalov, and here's my colleagues.
I'm Karen.
I'm Ari.
Katie.
Tia.
Alicia.
Carissa.
And we're here to introduce Cooper Community Heart Health Program. But to begin with, I would like to introduce who Cooper is. Cooper Complete is not the mainstream company and might be unaware of who they are. Cooper Complete was established by Dr. Kenneth Cooper, and Dr. Kenneth Cooper was always an active advocate of preventative medicine. He was the one who invented the word aerobics. Fast forward to today's day. Cooper is a 30-acre facility which features heart clinic, fitness center, and Cooper Institute. Cooper Institute is the world's leading facility in research of preventative medicine. Now let me go a little bit in the story. Imagine this: a Christmas Eve, and the family is getting together around the table. Everything seems to be normal, but one seat is empty and the dad is not there. Kids are asking, "Mom, when is dad gonna be back?" And instead of enjoying the Christmas, she's bursting into tears because the dad is not coming back because he passed away from heart-related disease. You might think that this is just some hypothetical story, that this is nothing like that happens, but stories like this are similar, happening to 600,000 Americans each year. You might be thinking that I exercise, I eat healthy, and I just went to the doctor yesterday. He told me I have the best heart health he ever seen in my life. So what do I have to do with heart disease? But in reality, it has to do with each one of us. Right here, you can see that Dallas community pays $1.7 billion each year to assist people who are unable to pay for recovering themselves from such diseases. For the family themselves, it's pretty devastating too. One day the hospital cost roughly $9,000 a day, and most of the families or people who get into heart-related diseases are making less than $50,000 a year, which means they'll be out of their yearly budget in only 5 days. As a result, they'll end up with endless debt. They'll never see their future happening. They might not be able to retire anytime soon. They might not be able to send their kids to school. Now I'm gonna pass word to Karen. She's gonna tell us a little bit more about the causes of the disease.
Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States. About 600,000 Americans die every year from heart disease. The number of people who die from heart disease is greater than the total combined death from cancer, lower respiratory disease, and accident. And according to the American Heart Association, nearly 35% of Dallas area deaths each year are related to heart disease. Based on the graph above over here, you can see that the top 3 causes of death have changed over the years. And with this data provided from the graph, we have calculated the percentage increase from 1900 to 2010 is approximately 80%. And with this huge percentage increase, you would think that people who started to realize the importance of their health and daily lifestyle could affect them to develop any heart disease, but that's not the case. And here comes Ari, who will talk more about what causes heart disease and how to prevent the heart disease.
There are many factors that causes heart disease. For example, drug abuse, excessive use of alcohol, stress, and high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and especially for high cholesterol and high blood pressure, these are 2 common illnesses that may have some effect on our everyday life. For example, obesity. We know that there are many people with obesity in the United States, and those people will have very high chance to get high cholesterol and high blood pressure. And also, smoking is another factor that may cause high blood pressure. And we learn what causes heart disease. It's time to learn how to avoid heart disease or how to lower the risk of getting heart disease. The first one, eating. It is very important for us to eating with a healthy diet because we need to get enough nutrition for our body by eating. Second one, exercising. Exercising is very important for, regularly exercise is very important for us because when you're doing the exercising, it can encourage your physical strength and your body's immunity. And the last one, evaluating. Everyone should do a regularly medical screening because medical screening can alert you earlier when there's something wrong with your body. And you may think with our technology become more and more developed, you may have many resources to learn how to prevent heart disease, but that's not the case. Because as we mentioned earlier, there are one every 4 people who dead with heart disease. And it's important for us to learn how to avoid heart disease, but also important for us to learn how to prevent heart disease going to worse. And now here comes Katie to talk about our event.
Thank you. All right, so the event we'll be holding is the Cooper Community Heart Health Carnival. And the purpose of our event is to raise awareness of heart disease and the problems that it causes, facilitate and encourage lifestyle changes to prevent it, and then decrease heart disease starting in the South Dallas area. The location will be at Evie Halliday Elementary School. There's plenty of room inside and outside. Bathrooms and water fountains will be located inside for the attendees. We will hold it on a Saturday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., which will provide, parents who usually work through the weekdays will be able to attend and bring their children along, and then it gives a wide range of time frames for them to come. The advertising for our event mainly will be flyers within the Evie Halliday Elementary School to encourage the children to hand them off to their parents and get excited about attending. We will also put flyers in store windows and mailboxes throughout the community. We will put billboards up along the major highways near the elementary school to encourage attendance. So let's go back to the family at the beginning of the story where the father was missing from their dinner. Let's go back a few years and say that they were able to attend the Cooper Community Heart Health Carnival because the children, Charlie and Susie, received flyers from their elementary school. So Mom and Dad are driving Charlie and Susie along to the carnival. It's a beautiful day outside. It's a great day to hang out outside. And so as soon as they pull up, they notice the bounce house. And so the kids make a beeline for that, of course, because bounce houses kids love those. And so they were able to have fun in that, and parents were able to relax for a second. And then they went to the informational booth where they got flyers telling about the causes and consequences of heart disease. And they were very surprised at how many people that it affects. At the demonstration booth, Dad learned how to work out while grocery shopping, which is important because they do that all the time with their 2 hungry children. And then the kids were very excited to smell peanut butter in the air, and so they ran to the snack booth where they learned how to make ants on a log, which is celery with peanut butter and raisins that look like ants. And of course they were very excited and tried to convince their parents to take them to the grocery store afterwards so they could get ingredients for that. Then Mom went to the presentation where she learned about vitamins and tests that she could give to the kids and her husband to help prevent heart disease, and the tests to help see if there's any issues. So as soon as she learned that, she went to the screening vans where she made the kids get tested. They had Mom and Dad had higher levels of high cholesterol, and then the kids had higher glucose levels, and so of course they were encouraged to make changes in their lives. And while they were there, Dad decided to fill out an application for the 6-month program that we had available for them. And now Tia to talk about more of our event.
Katie? Alright, so our Cooper carnival has 4 basic subpoints. The first one is our information booth, second is our presentations, our third is our demonstrations, and fourth is our medical screenings, and I'm about to tell you these one by one in depth. The information booth, we will hand out pamphlets and flyers, and these actually illustrate and tell you information about exercising, and it will have a list of exercises you can do, such as running, jogging, power walking, swimming, etc. These handouts will also include information about eating. They will have pictures of healthy snacks for you to enjoy, and they will also have nutritional information by them so that you can see how good it is for you and for your health. And these handouts for eating will also include tips on how to healthy eat. For example, finding your full point. If you're full, you can stop eating, and just various other tips such as that. Our presentations, we'll have information about health and heart disease, and the causes and the effects it'll have on the family, and tips how to avoid heart disease. The demonstrations, we will have demonstrators prepare these healthy cooking, and they will have them prepared for us and for the families, and they will also tell you how good it is for your health. And they will also correct exercising performance. They will show you how to do these exercises effectively so that it will improve your heart health. And they will also ask for additional questions that customers may have for the program. And lastly, we have the medical screenings. The medical screeners, the people who are doing these, they're going to monitor health for the people, and they will have tests for high blood pressure or high cholesterol. And these specialists will take notes of these results, and the people who have the highest results get to participate in the 6-month program, which Alicia will be talking about next.
Thank you. The second part of our program is a 6-month approach for direct and measurable results. Qualitative and quantitative analysis will rank our interested families according to their risks for heart disease and heart-related death. The top 3 families with the most risk will be asked to participate in a 6-month program for Cooper's Community Family Fitness. The Family Fitness program contains multiple family-oriented sessions with a focus on eating, exercising, and evaluating. The eating portion will consist of bi-monthly classes. The families will meet with the Cooper Family Fun with Food classes, and the goal is to incorporate regular home-cooked healthy meals for the entire family into their everyday lives. Exercising will consist of weekly classes where the families will meet at Cooper Aerobics to participate in heart-healthy exercise classes. Again, the goal is to incorporate regular exercise into everyday living. Finally, evaluating, this will be scheduled as weekly weigh-ins and monthly medical screenings, and the goal is to chart weight loss, stabilize blood pressure, and lower blood sugars to really highlight to these families that the hard work that they've done has positively improved their heart health. As an incentive to participate, Cooper will offer the family who has decreased their risk the most an additional 6 months in the Family Fitness program. These programs are designed to affect changes in everyday living. Energetic exercising, healthy home-cooked meals, and regular routine medical screenings will help the families in this South Dallas community to decrease their heart risks and heart-related death. Now, I will pass it on to Carissa as she will elaborate on the staffing requirements.
Thank you, Alicia. As far as our staffing goes for the carnival event, we will need about 50 volunteer employees from our Cooper staff, which is about 550. We will need about 7 people for greeters, so they can greet the families and the children as they come in, so they can feel welcomed in a nice family environment. We will also need, for a medical team, probably about 2 doctors, 4 nurses, and 6 assistants for them. As far as our demonstrators and and presenters. We'll need about 10 each of those, so around 20. And then as far as our food administrators for showing the families how to make ants on a log and healthier dinners instead of just going out for fast food to eat, we'll need about 2 nutritionists and 3 assistants for that. Now for the staffing of the program, for the 6-month program, we are actually gonna have 9 of our employees, not volunteers, and they don't have to be the same employees that volunteered for the event. We'll need 3 doctors, 3 nutritionists, and 3 personal trainers. So that way each family has 1 of each to help them along through their process with our program. Next is Andre. He will tell you about our budget.
We have, since our program is considered of 2 different parts, a 1-day event and a continuous 6 months program, we have 2 different budgets. First table right here will actually give you information about our 1-day event, and right here is our total sum for event, which comes out to $98,000. Our event is designed to accommodate 5,000 people. We have researched, and according to the citydata.com, the average number of people per family is 3.2, so we decided to round it up to 4, which means over 1,000 families will be attending to our event. It is a little bit larger than we actually accept, that we actually will have people in the event. So, but we want to make it larger so nobody is turned down. We don't want to turn down people. Anybody who wants to come in and who wants to find out, want to have a room for them, want to have enough food for them, want to have enough seating for them, want to have enough people to greet them when they come into the event. And here's the second part of our program, which is a 6 months continuous program. The total number for this comes out to $18,040. And this partially because we're actually going to have our paid employees to work on this program. We decided to go for paid employees rather than volunteers because it is more reliable source of workforce. Because volunteers, they could decline, or they might not become interested in such a long participation. So we decided to rather hire our paid staff who will be there to help and to hold those programs. Also right here, one to the last line, 2,600. This is what it's going to be for the continuous program as a bonus for 1 family. So for only $18,400, we can save lives of almost 3 families, or at least part of them. And now, Chris is going to tell a few final words about our project.
Thank you. So recall our family that from earlier that attended our program. Say they attended our program and they changed their lives. Dad is still around, Mom and Dad are both still around, and they helped Charlie and Susie through life with their knowledge as parents. And years down the road, all 4 of them are at Charlie's high school graduation. And as Charlie walks across the stage, Dad is there to see him standing, clapping, and cheering him on instead of the minor situations. And because of this, because of Cooper, we want to make a positive impact on the South Dallas area, and we would love your support in supporting our health program. And if there are any questions, you may ask us now.
I do have a question. What is the reason for putting it at this particular elementary school? You didn't really talk very much about that. Why are you doing it at that school instead of another school?
We chose that school. We were looking in the South Dallas area of good locations that we could have it, and we just happened to see the school. We thought it would be plenty of room for everything that we want to have, and then it'll also, since we're kind of focusing it towards children to bring their parents, we thought that would be a good place to have it because children would want to come to their elementary school.
Why South Dallas though? I mean, it didn't seem like, it seemed like most of your kind of information about heart disease was kind of generic, general information about heart disease. Is there something specific about that area of the city that, requires more attention?
Well, because of the statistic, we found that there were like 35% of the Dallas area that are related to heart disease every year, so that we want to focus more on the South Dallas area. So at the elementary school.
Basically, according to our research, the South Dallas community is the community who suffers the most from heart-related disease in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That's why I wanted to address the issue where it's the most applicable. Basically wanted to help people who, also the community makes a lot less money than any other people, so most likely they do not take care of their health as much as others. That's probably a reason why there is more heart-related diseases and deaths in the community than anywhere else in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We wanted to address that area to help people who need it the most.
Thank you.